200 years, women have been proving themselves in the military by working on the home front, serving as nurses, and participating in combat. Many years ago, the idea of women joining the military was preposterous. Now, women make up over 50% of the United States population, but also make up an increasingly larger percentage of the United States military. Women have a very lengthy but unappreciated history in the American military. Women have been involved with everything from the American Revolution to the current war on terror that the world is facing today. From their early roles as cooks to the combat roles they fill today, women have made it very clear that they can do anything a man can do. During the American Revolution, women worked vigorously on the home front while their husbands were at work. Many of these hard-working wives went to work in factories, ran the family farms, and worked in the shipyards. America's production rate went into overdrive, and everything that was done or produced by these women was for the war. These roles may not seem as important as the men's, but these men would have lost everything in their hometowns and would have had no supplies for the war if these women had not have put on their working boots and got busy. By answering their nation's call, the women's support role kept combat soldiers healthy on the front lines. Approximately 80 years later, the Civil War comes along, and women still do not have a place performing combat roles. So many women in this time were becoming nurses. They offered their services to the Red Cross, served in Union and Confederate hospitals, and provided surgeons with assistance on the battlefield. These surgical assistants were placed closer to the front lines than any other women had been before. Many of them had to cross enemy lines and rescue civilians that were injured in battle. The American Civil War gave women hope that one day they would be able to fight for their country on the front lines like the men. From World War I until 1994, women were allowed to participate in combat. They had access to a variety of roles, including pilots, drivers, and mechanics. The valuable role that women played in World War II led to the Women's Armed Services Integration Act. Women were finally getting the recognition they deserved until 1994, when the Secretary of Defense, Les Aspirin, refused to let women serve in certain units of ground combat. But in January 2013, this ban was lifted by the new Secretary of Defense, Leon Panetta. Today, women are able to drive tanks and even lead infantry soldiers into combat. They're allowed to do anything a male can do as long as they qualify. In conclusion, women have went through many obstacles to get where they are in the military today. They made their journey from the home front to becoming nurses to being able to participate in combat. As the evolution of women in the military continues, women will continue to prove themselves over and over again until there is nothing women cannot do in the military and in the United States. Thank you.